The media was only allowed to cover the opening session of the two-day event because representatives of each country will be sharing sensitive information pertinent to their judicial system. They have deliberately kept the media out since they want to keep their strategies under wraps. This milestone event targeting money launderers is highly important to Commonwealth member countries since they are faced with many technical issues which affect their national security and ultimately have a bearing on the safety, well-being and prosperity of citizens. That's what the Commonwealth Secretary-General Baroness Patricia Scotland says.
For example, bank de-risking and AML-CFT regulatory frameworks, important as they are, can, in some jurisdictions, have unintended yet very serious consequences for remittances and other investment flows. So we have struggles with resources, and all of these issues are issues which the 53 countries of the Commonwealth, which represent 2.4 billion people, 60% of whom are under the age of 30, we all have the same problem.
Commonwealth Secretary-General Baroness Patricia Scotland addressing participants at the AML-CFT workshop for judges and prosecutors on Thursday morning. The Secretary-General stated that the arm of the judiciary for each country must be vigilant guardians to ensure that there is enough capacity to safeguard their national institutions in order to prevent exploitation by criminal and terrorist enterprises.
And money is the lifeblood of violent extremism. It is the enabler of the activities and the wicked webs of connection which sustain the ideology of hate.
The Commonwealth Secretary-General explained that the sources of this funding are diverse.
And our adversaries are imaginative and cunning. And as one revenue stream is closed, another is opened. And to stem the supply that sustains terrorism and violent extremism, we have to ensure that we have the best and the most up-to-date legal and criminal justice tools available.
Guyana's Attorney General Basil Williams stated that the work of judges and prosecutors is crucial to consolidating stable and effective institutions, integrity, transparency and the rule of law, which are all pillars of an effective anti-money laundering and countering of terrorist financing system.
Similar global workshops have been conducted jointly between the FATF and FATF-style regional bodies such as CFATF. In Quito, Ecuador in September 2017, in Shenzhen, China in January 2018, in Tunisia in February 2018, and more recently, Strasbourg, France in March 2018. This workshop, the first of its kind to be held in our region, seeks to provide a platform for gathering and sharing experiences, challenges, and best practices in investigating and prosecuting money laundering and terrorist financing, as well as depriving criminals of their proceeds.
President David Granger pointed out that the Caribbean's fragmented jurisdictions have become an attractive destination for financial pirates, privateers, money launderers, and tax evaders.
But present-day transnational criminal cartels possess the means to corrupt public officials and the motivation to undermine the institutions which sustain the rule of law. Present-day information communication technologies can facilitate the transfer of financial assets across the borders at the speed of light. Illicit proceeds can contaminate the voluminous transactions which take place within our country's financial systems.
President Granger added that Caribbean citizens, without the protection of the law, could become captive to slick organized crime.
The criminal justice systems of small states must be safeguarded from the subversion of organized crime. The rule of law must be a shield protecting our citizens and our institutions. It must be a spirit to combat money laundering and terrorist financing. It can do so by inculcating norms which encourage compliance with the law, by increasing the likelihood of interdiction and prosecution of financial crimes, and by imposing penalties which act as effective deterrents to such crimes.
Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Kristen Macklingam.